turn all the things on.
This episode is sponsored by Harvest Snaps, which are the best snack that I've come across in recent times. Made with select chickpeas, Harvest Snaps sriracha and yuzu flavor. They're little balls that literally melt in your mouth, and they're incredibly addictive. So thank you, Harvest Snaps.
Is that your dinner, Paul? Please don't tell me you have Harvest Snaps for dinner.
I wish. That's the fucking dream. No, this is my D&D snack.
As a post dinner snack.
Post dinner snack. Yep. Yeah. Had leftover curry for dinner.
That's good. Well, that's good that you've just told everyone our new sponsor. They don't know that they're our sponsor yet, but I will be reaching out for that check. I tried reaching out to Step One. They didn't get back to me, so I don't think they liked Steve's ad read in the last episode.
Well, mate, you called me with my pants down. It was right at the end. You're just like, here you go. And then, it's the best place to be caught with your pants down when you got Step Ones on.
When you're on Step Ones, exactly.
And you just yell out whenever you want another plug for Harvest Snaps. I'm more than happy to just jump in, okay?
All right, will do. Thank you. For now, though, we are back after somewhat of a delay, obviously, life being crazy and what it is. But we're back in Waterdeep. And when we last left our heroes, they had witnessed a big fireball out front of their new pub. And as part of that, some people were killed, some people were injured, and a sort of machine man had stolen something from the wreckage, from the scene of the crime, and fled. The fancy lads chased this figure and perhaps a burnt figure as well, who kind of limped away from the scene, losing the scent, losing the trail after heading through the sewers of Waterdeep and getting up to their own problems of attacking local merchants. Their hunt led them to a temple of Mechanicus, some sort of Mechanicus god, where they met Nim, the mute robot, where they decided to adopt Nim and bring them back to the pub. In doing so, Nim handed them a device, a Nimble Right locator, a device that when the button is pressed, a little umbrella sort of pops up and spins around if there are robot men nearby. From there, though, they went to sort of the nicer part of town and found the Garfield villa and sort of asked around to see if any burn victims or any apothecaries had been selling burn salves recently. And were pointed in the direction, after much perusal, pointed in the direction of the Garfield villa. They entered, caused a bit of a strife, charming some of the Zentarum gang members that were here assaulting the residents. Whereupon, Barnaby, you find yourself in the library of this estate, and the sounds of battle and banging on wood make their way to you through the roof, down the stairs. Sprig, your claws, you ready your claws as your friend Fred sees you as for the intruder you are, and realizes that you had cast some kind of fey magic upon him. So him and his guard buddy start pressing towards you. To your left, stairs up to the servants' quarters. Behind you, doors to the kitchen and the outside. Heimdall, you crouch invisible upstairs in front of a claw-footed bathtub in an alcove, listening to the fighting of 4 house guards and 3 Zentarum gang members, and just outside on the stairs landing. In front of you is a well-dressed half-orc wearing a waistcoat, shirt, pressed slacks, and hefting a morning star. The lady next to him is of noble upbringing. She's wearing a breastplate over her evening gown and is armed with a rapier, standing next to him. Other features of note in this room: there's a wooden trunk resting on the floor, or at the foot, I should say, of a large canopied bed in the southwest corner. Hanging above the fireplace in the southeast corner is a shield that bears the Garfield coat of arms. Below it is some kind of motto written in what you take to be infernal. Logs are stacked neatly next to the hearth. And a tall mahogany wardrobe stuffed with expensive-looking gowns and dress clothes stands open next to a pair of open glass doors leading out to a balcony. Roll initiative, boys.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's do it.
Did I add Heimdall? There he is. Cool.
James, that was the battle winning music in Pokemon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, that's actually the when a Pokemon evolves and it's the finish.
Yeah. I had
Dun, 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 dun. And then
all seconds there.
Did that come out?
Whoa.
Yeah,
20.
natty fucking 20.
This is honestly the worst time to roll a 20,
Yeah,
but
I
well
know,
done.
right?
Well done, man.
Or is it the best time? Surely going first is all that matters.
Yeah, because I have all the time to prep what I want to do. Okay. All right. So charming him again is probably not the wisest idea. I know I'm pretty charismatic, but you can only fuck with people so much.
Yeah, so you see Fred, the thug, the Zentarum advance towards you. He's sort of in the lead here. He's got a mace on his hip is a crossbow. His friend has raised the crossbow and is aiming it at you through the door as you're kind of backed up with the laundry behind you.
All right. Time. We no, let's not do that. I don't know what I've seen so far. Can you polymorph based off seeing somebody else polymorph into something? It yourself.
Yep.
In real life.
Yep. If you've seen the creature, you can polymorph into it.
But what happens if I've seen somebody polymorph into that creature? Does that count?
I think it does.
Yeah.
I'd rather not fill this building with a grade 8.
Good discussion.
All right, no, that's good. Well, I'm just going to go just a quick... Sorry. Didn't think I'd go first. All right. Primal Savagery. Channel your primal magic to cause your teeth and fingernails to sharpen. So I prepare myself for battle and start to a little bit wild. My fingernails and my teeth start to grow. The hair on the back of my neck also starts to grow, getting somewhat like a bit of a werewolf look happening to me. And I'm going to make a melee spell attack against this guy directly in front of me.
Cool.
On a hit, target takes 110d acid damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
So you got to roll the attack action
Yeah,
as well.
sure.
So make
I'm
a
just
melee
trying to-
spell attack. It's weird.
That one? Just try. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. It's got new dice in.
There you go.
Does that look right?
Yeah, that looks right. 23. Yeah, so 17 plus 6, 23. 23 will hit. And so it does 1d6. Oh, sorry, 1d10 acid damage, or 2d10 acid damage. You take 6 acid damage as your. So you've sort of sharpened your clawed hands, your fingernails, and they start sort of dripping this acidic ichor. It sort of splashes onto the floorboards, eating small holes in them. And when you lash out, with them. You slash at this man, and he so parts of his skin start sort of boiling off from the attack. I assume you move forward to do so.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Anything else?
I don't have. Okay, so I'm not using my character particularly well. I'd like to properly understand how I can use as a bonus action. I can go into wild shape, and bonus action expend one spell slot to regain 1d10 HP per level slot expended. Okay, well that's not going to help me because I'm still.
But you can certainly shift into your wild shape as your bonus action.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. What creature does Harbinger describe to me? The creature that Harbinger turns into?
Think of a classic werewolf with a hunchback. So my hair continues to grow, from the back of my neck. Just think about a spiky mullet, but continues down to my ass crack. I start to get like a hunched posture, and my arms seem to grow abnormally swole and long, and so do my fingernails, my teeth and nose. Think about a small version of the Ozaru from Dragon Ball Z, but with longer arms, less ape-like, more wolf-like.
Okay, so you have two different types of shifting. You have a regular shifting, which is you become just more bestial, right? Are you doing that, or are you doing wild
That's
shape?
fine. Is it combat wild shape?
So combat wild shape is you turn into an animal, like a wolf or a any kind of beast.
Cool.
Whereas your shifting, I think, is more you just become more bestial.
Okay. That's the one I was describing. Yeah, becoming more bestial.
Cool. When you shift, you gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus Constitution modifier. So you gain
8 plus
3, so 12 temporary hit points.
All right, and I've got to add that as temporary.
Yeah.
So it's not a heal, is it? It's a temporary hit point.
Yeah. So it goes like on top.
Here we go. Yep, 12. Yeah, 12. Right. Done.
And you also gain bonuses equal to your shifting feature. Whenever you shift, you gain 1d6 temporary hit points, and you have a +1 bonus to your armor class. So you roll a d6, and you're going to gain an extra d6 temporary hit points, I guess, on top of that.
1d6. I'm trying to find where can I roll my d in.
Roll your D.
Just drop your d right in there, mate.
That's 1d10. Oh, no.
So
D6.
either slash roll space 1d6, or there's little dice images below.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Oh,
cool. Cool.
all good.
All right. Yeah, just checking. Shifting, you gain. Once you shift, you can't do so again until you finish a short or a long rest. That's fine. Additional benefits. Shifting feature. Gain additional temporary hit point. Yep, cool. All right. So you get up to 13 as you become more bestial, and you get sort of that boost in being harder to hit. You just become a little bit more full on.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Thank you for your patience.
No worries. It's been a while. It's been a while since we played. And I think this is probably the first time you've really wolf-manned out.
Yeah, exactly.
Heimdall, in the room that you're in, the half-orc guard kind of steps forward. He's looking around. He's looking out the window at the battling going on. He's kind of putting himself between the fighting and the lady of the house here. And give me actually, Heimdall, can you give me a perception check, Heimdall?
I can.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the way. No, normal. I'm pretty perceptive. I'm noticing all things.
Yeah. So you can hear through the din of the combat outside. You can hear the voice of someone, or you can hear someone sort of banging on a door and yelling. Yelling the name Orond, come out. We just want to talk. It's okay. I'm not angry. Meanwhile, the fighting continues outside. People are swinging. Longsword.
Is there any conversation happening in between the orc and the lady of the house?
Not currently, no. They're sort of focused on the fight outside. Well, I guess he says, my lady, he says, you should, I will give my life to save you and your children. You do not need to stand here with me. And she's giving him the like, no, I will not, I'm not some frail waif to be rescued. We'll stand here and fight. I will protect. I am the lady of this house, and I will protect it. What do you do? It's your turn now.
It's okay. So I suppose I want to sneak past them because I'm invisible, and they're probably not looking for invisible people in the room.
Correct. Give me a stealth check with advantage, because you are invisible. Obviously, you still make noise, but they are, as you said, distracted by the fighting. They're not really looking for you.
Yep.
$17. Yeah, so you're able to kind of move around the room. You see that there's sort of a door to the back of the room there. You also make your way past a wardrobe, as I mentioned, full of lovely, clothes that's been thrown open, and the door to the balcony is already open, and outside you see through that glass door you see a balcony. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
21. Yeah, you notice as you come out here, you can sort of see the balcony. There is a sort of a gouge, or like someone scraped the banister of the railing of the balcony, and there's a small piece of sort of like twisted brass right on the edge of the balcony, like on the floor there.
Does it look like some sort of beast has done so?
Give me an investigation check as you kind of look a bit closer. 24. This looks like very similar to a piece of metal. This piece of metal looks very similar to a piece that you saw on your friend. Well, maybe friend. I don't know how. Heimdall doesn't trust a lot of people, but on Nim.
Okay. All right. So, can I go through this door to the bottom? What's happening through this door?
Do you try and open it?
Very, very slightly, like just a little crack.
As you turn the handle, it's locked. So I'm going to close that for you. With your sort of ears on high alert as you get over there, you can hear what sounds like children cowering on the other side of the door. As you turn the handle, though, the lady in the room, her eyes shoot to the door, and she says, "Someone's here. Show yourself." And she kind of holds her rapier out in that direction.
I back out and go through onto the balcony and hide.
How much movement do you have, by the way?
Oh, that's a good question. 25, maybe?
Yeah. So you could probably you could probably get to the door. You can't really go much further.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. In that case, my shot ends there.
Yep. Okay. From your part there, you can see.
Oh, actually, no. Sorry, I can use my action as another movement. So I'm gonna bail.
Yeah, but I think you've already moved like 50 feet.
No, I haven't. I've moved 25.
No, because you went over to the door.
Yes, that's
And
10 feet,
and then you came over to the other door.
which becomes 25.
No, so it's see the total. This is 15 to here. 25. It's the one that's in the square brackets. Is the total.
Looking for the smaller one. Okay, cool. In that case, I chill. I'm frozen, and I don't even breathe.
Yeah.
And I very, very slowly let go of the doorknob, as if nothing was happening.
Caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Just
Yeah.
I'm picturing the guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's like, my movements so slow. You can't see me moving. And he's just eating chips.
The guards blocking them. With the 50 points. Yep. Okay. So you can hear sort of the what sounds like someone kicking a door in the other room. Let's see if.
Out of curiosity, 1 second. Out of curiosity, can I use that? Remember that little thing that I got from Nim, which has got the umbrella in it, and it locates those robots, automatons. Can I use that without breaking stealth?
In theory, I don't think it's like an overt action, but you do remember that when you pressed it when you were around Nim, it sort of whirred and moved and stuff. Like it made noise.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Yeah,
subtle.
you certainly can, but
for some reason, this lady of the house seems to know I'm here already. Maybe is sus.
Yeah, I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah, you hear sort of the slamming as if someone's kicking a door in the other room, and you hear a fuck. As we cut back to Barnaby.
As a bonus action, just before I go, as a bonus action, can I lie down on the ground?
Yeah, that's like a free action. You can lie down.
Yeah,
sure.
Cool. I'm lying down.
You are now prone. Your profile is even shorter than it was before.
Yep. I'm self-prone.
Bearing in mind it is half your movement speed to stand up.
That's fine.
Cool. Barnaby.
Hi, Daniel. Sorry, I was just enjoying some of these delicious harvest snaps. It's crazy. It's true what they say. You've never seen anything like this before. Anyway, while Barnaby is sitting in the library, I can't see anyone else. Is that my intention?
If you have your
like on the map in general.
Yeah, I'm not in the same room as you, so
yeah. And if you have your token selected, you'll only see your own unit.
I always see my unit, Daniel.
Well, all of our units are just part of the figment of the imagination of your unit.
I do enjoy imagining all of your units. I do. Well, Barnaby's just going to go ahead and walk out this door here.
Cool.
Oh, there are people. There are people out there. Wow. Okay. Things are. Yeah, I can see Sprig's unit now and the people he's fighting.
And is this the first time you're seeing Sprig in this extra bestial form? He's looking like a wereman.
I think it is. I think it is. Yes. So seeing this, and I feel as though I open the door quietly, calmly, so as to not draw the attention of others. Because, as you mentioned before, I could hear some ruckus happening. So I imagine I went to check out the ruckus, and I tried to stealthily open the door so as to be undetected.
Okay. Yep. Give me a stealth check.
I shall.
12 does beat their passive perception. So they're focused on the big sort of snarling, hairy beast in front of them. They do not hear or see you open the door, and you're able to get into
So
the room.
it's just these two, right? These other two down here with the
Dead.
skull and crossbones are dead. Yep.
Correct.
Makes sense.
And you can hear the sounds of fighting coming from up the stairs.
All right. Well, I feel as though I can see some traits of Sprig that are identifiable, that are familiar to me. What am I seeing, Sprig? That's recognizable.
My big feet.
Really? Are you known for those? Is that characteristic of Sprig?
No. So I still have the clothes I was wearing before on.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Yep.
the outfit that I've still got.
Yep, cool, awesome. So I see that. Know that he's a man of nature of the forest, and me being a well-learned man in magic, I'm not perturbed by this. I'm not worried. So I see that he's taking down old mate there. So I'm going to come up behind and Assassin's Creed press triangle on this bloke here and try to do a stealth assassination.
All right, I'll give you advantage on this check, on this attack.
On the attack. All right. So
I
do have a dagger. Oh wait, no. Steve, remind me. We put the dagger in that horse bag.
We did, yeah.
Is the horse still there?
Well, we think so. We wouldn't. Well, you can sense where the dagger
Where the
is.
dagger is. I can't I? I'm just wondering what the range of that dagger is. So I don't know if what the range of teleportation is.
It's like 500 feet or
Yeah, it's
something.
pretty far.
It's quite big.
Yeah. So as long as the horse doesn't leave the general vicinity of where we are, we're okay. I don't lose that dagger, do I, Dan? I'm worried that the horse someone will take the horse out to another town, and I won't be able to get the dagger back.
Yeah, I mean, another town, it would definitely be breaking the distance thing. Probably even another suburb to a certain extent.
But you'll probably let me know when I'm starting to lose my attunement with the dagger, won't you? Because I can't sense that. Barnaby can sense that, but Paul can't sense that. So you'll probably let me know that.
Sure. Did we establish that? You always know where the dagger is?
Well, I am magically attuned to it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can sense where the dagger is.
That you have a connection to it. Yeah. You probably detect when it breaks, like as in when that attunement breaks,
or when it bolts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. You'll let me know. All right. So. Yeah.
The reason we did it is because it was like the house horse of like Her Majesty, and if anyone's going to take anything, they were going to take that horse. So
is that why we did it? I can't remember why we did it. Because we got something from the bag, didn't we?
It's just some gold. I'm pretty sure
It was just some gold. Okay, and then wait, did I get the dagger back because there was nothing too fun going on in that room, and we had fooled the poor stable boy, the horse boy at Garfield Manor? Did I take the dagger back?
Someone probably should have watched last week's VOD to find out. I thought you left it in there as a way to escape. Like,
okay, cool.
You teleport to the dagger, right? That's the thing
correct.
that it does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was the
Good.
plan,
All right.
but yeah.
That makes sense. Let's go with that.
You've got a
That is
rapier. I mean,
canon.
you can do your attack with your rapier.
I do have a rapier. I was, I was trying to be like Skyrim-y, and all right, where is my inventory? It's there. My rapier is there. Let us roll you. Good thing I have advantage on that. Hey, oh fuck, I would have.
Indeed.
Ooh.
24 to hit will definitely hit. 8 damage. He sort of you kind of stab him in the back. You're still a little bit perhaps perturbed by what Sprig's new final form looks like. You dish out a lot of damage to this guy, but you realize that he is wearing sort of leather armor, and he's made of tougher stuff. The coup de grace you were hoping for is not quite complete.
Yeah. I say to him, no hard feelings, old chap.
He turns around. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck? What? Another one?"
And I'm sorry. But let's have at it then, brother. Let's do it.
Anything for your bonus action?
Not yet. Not at this stage. No.
Okay. Sprig, it's your turn.
I guess as a bonus, can I prepare for an attack? Can I put my guard up? Does that do anything?
No, so it'd be a full action to kind of defend.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like bardic inspiration, healing word, those kind of things.
Not yet. We don't need it yet.
Okay.
We're okay. Oh, actually, I might give myself a cheeky healing word. Actually, yeah, it's not a bad idea, Daniel. Jeez, you're clever. What is it? It's 1d4 plus 4.
It's these snacks. Barnaby comes out of the library eating harvest snacks. And just
Harvest snaps.
Harvest snacks.
Oh man,
feeling better.
But they you know what they do is because chickpeas have actually been found. There's been found a clear link between chickpeas and cognitive functioning. So Barnaby, he is actually feeling a little bit more fresh, and he's gotten 6 health back just then as well, which he solely attributes to harvest snaps.
Perfect. Sprig, the master of the harvest himself, it's your turn.
So I've just been reading through my wild shape, and it says that I replace all my statistics with that of the beast.
So that's if you do wild shape. So you've chosen a race that can shift into like a beast form, and then you've also
I did shifting.
Yeah, so there's shifting, and then there's wild shape. So you've chosen to shift in this instance.
Wild shape. Sorry, no, shift. Yeah, shifts. Yeah. So so I can turn that one off. Yeah. So that just basically lets me a little bit.
The shifting just makes you a little bit hardier and lets you continue attacking with your claws and stuff, right? So.
Yeah. But my claws are pretty. I keep them neat and tidy, so they're not as sharp as maybe they should be. But all right, so going to I'll just lash out with primal savagery again.
Mm-hmm. Uh, 10 not gonna cut it, I'm afraid. As you kind of lash out. Now he's recovered from the shock of seeing the transformation. He's able to kind of step back, get the mace up, and just barely block your attack.
Alrighty, and that would be my turn.
Okay. Heimdall, you see the orc man, the half orc sort of bodyguard, the butler, the Batman, if you will, the gentleman's gentleman, with the big old mace, big old morning star. He's kind of looking between the door where all the fighting's happening, and obviously to his mistress, as she continues saying there's someone in here with us. Some sort of magic, perhaps, or spell. And she sort of walks forward and she's like, "Show yourself!" And she's kind of like pointing the like trying to poke the rapier in the air, to try and hit you. Now, I'm going to roll an attack with
ground.
with disadvantage. Yeah, you're on the ground.
Double disadvantage.
So I'm going to give you plus, let's say a +5 to your armor class because you're already like ducked down, and she's going to have disadvantage. So it's going to be very unlikely to hit you, but there's some chance, right?
I'm literally lying on the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm playing hide and seek.
So let's give her. How do I do disadvantage? That seems right. Terribly. Yeah, so she's kind of poking the rapier around up where she thinks like someone would be, right? And she even goes kind of left and right. She pokes down, but nowhere near down enough. And the orc says to her, "My lady, we must focus on the battle at hand. Perhaps the stress is getting to you. Your children are safe, and I promise you on my life that they will be safe." It's your turn, Heimdall.
Okay, cool. So I get up using half of my movement speed. So if I were to use message, which I can point my finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message.
I assume
Does
you have to
that
be able to see
break-
that creature, right?
Well, it just says towards a creature. So it says you can cast a spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and you know it is beyond the barrier.
Okay. Yeah.
Ask the horse if it's planning to leave with my dagger.
We don't need it. Don't worry. The dagger is going to be fine so the reason we put the dagger in with the horse is because it's the lady's horse to the lady of the house, and if she was to send something away from that, so the whole reason that we're here is to find the Stone of Galore, and the Stone of Galore, we're in the Garfield's mansion, and this is where we track the stone to. So
this is all out of character, obviously. I think Barnaby knows these things, so that's
fine. Barnaby knows these things. It's just been so long.
It's been so long since we played. I'm just clarifying.
So ultimately, what we don't want is the lady to send someone away with the Stone of Galore. That's why we've tracked the horse. Because ultimately, we think we're pretty confident. We're very confident the stone is here.
Now, how are you invisible? Was that from an invisibility spell that Barnaby cast on you?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The spell ends for a target if the target attacks or casts a spell.
Okay. So that would make my cantrip message not possible. So I can't.
I think message is a first level spell.
Okay, so in that case, I'm just going to bail out the side of this balcony.
Have a lot of practice jumping off women's balconies, have you, Heimdall? As jilted lovers come home?
Yeah. You just need to know. So whatever you do, as soon as you go in to bang someone else's missus, is you open the back door because you want a clear exit, just like when you're thieving someone's house.
Gotcha.
Good advice.
And just a bit of a correction. I said message was a first level spell. Steve was actually right. It's a cantrip, but it does say you cast this spell through solid objects. So I think it still would be considered a spell in terms of invisibility.
All right. Well, I'm just, as I said, I'm going to bail out the door.
Yeah. So you spend your action to kind of dash out the door, out onto the balcony itself. Gotcha.
Yep. Because I don't think I should engage these two just yet. Oh, wait, are you saying that those people on the outside have not made it through that door yet?
Yes. So there was 4 people in the house guard colors, and 3 people that you saw on your way in, plus 1 corpse, wearing sort of the all black of the Zentarum.
Here,
Yes.
where I am highlighting.
Yeah.
Was there a duel going on between 2 different peoples?
Yes.
Or
yeah.
okay.
And that is still going on.
Okay. All right. Cool. In that case, I'll let that play out. Let the people thin the herd, and I will sit on my balcony now and enjoy the sun.
All right. 14. Okay. So I'm just working out how much they are thinning each other. Like they're not having great success. A lot of clanging, a lot of almost like stage combat going on out there. No one really wants to get hurt, but no one wants to commit. You know what I mean? A lot of fighting. This bloke though. From outside, you're hearing less, I guess, of the commotion that's going on inside, but you can still hear some of it as we cut to Barnaby.
Yeah. Okay. So difficulty committing to things. I get that. It's like how for years I couldn't commit to a single snack. Then I found harvest snaps, and I think I've found the snack that I'm ready to commit to for a while. Tasty sriracha and yuzu flavored chickpea harvest snaps. I mean, less sodium and gluten free. What's not to love? Am I right? So Barnaby is almost engaged with old mate here. The rapier's done a little bit of damage. That's about as good as my melee attack can get, unfortunately. I shouldn't have attacked him. I should have charmed him. But what I will do, he must... So I'm just looking at one of the spells before moving to make an attack against a creature other than itself. Awesome. I am going to Crown of Thorns, old mate.
Mm-hmm. Crown of Madness.
Sorry, Crown of Madness, which manifests a Crown of Thorns. That are mad thorns. They're yeah. So he must succeed on a Wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. He gets a 13.
That ain't going to cut it, unfortunately.
Okay, so this crown of thorns, madness thorns, if you will, descends upon him. And he becomes charmed by you for the duration. While he's charmed...
Correct. He must use its action.
Yep.
To make a melee attack against a creature other than itself.
That you mentally choose.
Mm-hmm.
As this crown of thorns descends upon him, you feel the enchantment disappear from you, Heimdall. You are visible.
Luckily, I am on the balcony hiding.
Mm.
Cool. Let's put a little...
Am I?
Yeah. You're kind of around the corner there. Put a little charmed. Sweet. In fact, it is this thug's turn. So I assume you're going to designate for him to attack...
his buddy.
Yeah, his buddy. He actually gets... Crazy. He actually gets pack tactics here. So he's going to have advantage to attack his friend.
Mm-hmm.
Because his friend doesn't see it coming.
Yeah.
So he bludgeons him for 7 damage and then swings again. This time though, only hitting for 8, so not hitting. He's not, he's trying to resist the crown of madness here. His friend is like, oh, what the hell? I remember one of the guys' names was Fred. I picked that up listening to the video. I couldn't remember what the other guy's name was. But so not Fred causes some damage, and then we've got Fred who's like and he's sort of surrounded, and he says, "Bill, I don't want to hurt you. I'm dealing with other shit right now," and he tries to swing at you, Sprig, hitting for a dirty 20 to hit for 6 bludgeoning damage, and then hits you again, or attempts to hit you again. This time 17 for 8 bludgeoning damage.
So it's 17 hits my armor class. 6 plus 8 is 14.
Cool.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
All right. So I'm going to thorn whip him. Feeling like my nails aren't quite sharp enough to penetrate his light armor, I resort to my thorn whip, and so I pull it off my belt. So I grow it from a appendage along whip, and I sort of strike out at him with my thorn whip to see if I can't do some damage. Yeah. Crit. Yes. Crit.
Hells yeah. So it's 11 piercing damage. He's definitely not looking great after the sort of combined attacks of Bill and Sprig. He's sort of being assaulted on both sides here, and he's not having any of it. All right. The half-orc, they're doing some stuff. Heimdall, can you give me another stealth check now that you're outside?
Sure.
Very good.
That is good. The lady of the house is going to be looking around, seeing if she can find you, but no luck. She kind of is keeping her eyes out, keeping her ears out. You can kind of hear her walking around the room a little bit, like poking at corners with the rapier, still thinking that maybe you're in there somewhere, but she has no luck. Okay.
So my stealth check, does that make me invisible still?
No, it's just that, are you being quiet out there, effectively? Are you not making noise?
Okay. Is my tummy rumbling?
Yeah. All right, it's your turn.
All right. So can I message my boys downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
And is it possible for me to message both of them? Or
No, it's only one target.
okay. Well, I will message Barnaby.
Okay.
I feel like Sprig might lose his shit if I start talking in his mind.
No!
What the fuck is happening? And essentially, I lay the scene by saying upstairs there are two opposing factions duking it out. As soon as you get upstairs, there's from memory, how many do I remember?
4 house guards and 3 Zentarum.
Okay, so there's 3 Zentarum trying to get in and take out the lady of the house, and who is overly concerned about her children, and a half orc.
Overly concerned? How rude.
Yeah, well,
have some more. Just you can always have more of those.
No, there's
Exactly.
literally men breaking in, threatening to kill her children. How do you? What's the appropriate level of concern should be feeling?
So if I were her, I'd be more concerned about the Stone of Galore. Let's be honest. And I'm trying to figure out where that is. So I'm a very one-track minded person.
See, this is exactly why that Underpants brand didn't sponsor us. Now, Harvest Snaps, they're a family company. Okay, we're gonna need to hem up the family, the love, and just a little bit more, sunshine. Let's do that. Let's just care a little bit more for the children who are about to be violently murdered. Okay.
Are you going to do the murdering?
I
Are
assume
those Harvest Snaps making you go crazy?
I assume this conversation is like happening in game. Heimdall's Barnaby's
Yeah,
like,
it kind of is.
brilliant. Please
Crazy
continue.
for
Please
Harvest
continue.
Snaps. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I lay the land. I give them the lay of the land upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest, I guess we should pick a side, because, or at least pick a side, pick the winning side, and say that we're here to help the Zentarum, or we're here to help the the Garfields.
I suppose so.
Because we
Yeah.
don't want to come up there and become a third force that then it's like a three-way fight. We want to help
One
someone.
side. Yeah.
We want to help one side.
I'm not all for baby murdering.
You're not in the conversation though, Sprig.
No, that's a good point. Oh,
Shut up!
Can I conference chat with Sprig?
No. You could if it was Han, because he had a psychic link with people. But Han's in hell.
Okay, so I'm okay.
Hold
just,
on,
just
really?
I'm
He's in
not.
hell?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm not trying. I'm not thinking we should be baby murdering. I'm looking for the Stone of Galore right now. That is my goal, because I'm very one-track minded, and we're here to find the stone. Everything else can die.
All right. So I think the best way to approach this, whilst maintaining some kind of moral caliber, is to go in under and we're there to protect the Garfields. The Xantharan, they're not our friends. We've killed a lot of them in the sewers already. They don't like us. We don't like them. Let's just get this over with. We'll destroy them, and then we'll take it up with Lady Garfield later. If she is difficult, then unfortunately, we know that she has a weakness for her children.
Okay, I like where your head's at.
And this entire conversation happens within the 6 seconds of Heimdall's turn. I think that's probably
I'm a very, very fast talker.
Telekinetic thought is a very efficient form of communication.
It doesn't. It's not. It's not laboured by the spoken word. You know how
fact,
quickly you can read a book.
In fact, it is, because you have to whisper the message, and then he hears it in a whisper, and then he has to reply in a whisper. So
I'm sure that the art of whispering has been passed down to generations as a more efficient method of communication.
Isn't this the ASMR Discord channel?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the equivalent of you can send him a tweet. I don't know how. I don't know if you can access Twit longer and do a whole LinkedIn post about your plans and what you're going to do next week. But I'll allow
we did it via shorthand. We learnt shorthand.
Yeah.
You had you set up a code.
Okay, so as my character limit is running out in my text message, I'm going to agree wholeheartedly and say let's back up the Zentharum.
No.
And then no, sorry. Let's go for, you know what I meant. I'm following your lead.
Okay, all right.
Let's be against the Zentharum and for
beautiful
the
lady of the house.
Yep, for the Garfields.
Yep.
Wonderful.
And I cut it short.
Hey, who knows? We might get some deals out of this.
All right. That's That's all I really got because that was my action.
Yeah. Meanwhile, lots more banging and destruction going on upstairs. Cool. What is the required for that? It's trying to. This room is described as tacky. That's a bit rude.
Your fantasy tastes are not up to
That's right. Some adjective writer took time out of their day to add one little line here that just makes you go, huh, okay.
It increased the depth of the universe.
Okay, cool. Sweet. And we continue on to Barnaby's turn.
Yep, cool. I yell out to Han that, or Sprig that. Sorry, not Han. To Sprig that we are on. We're going to help the Garfields, and that there's a ruckus happening upstairs. So he's aware. So he's aware of that conversation that took place. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to leave. Hold on. If I do a cantrip, will that break my kind of madness? Do I need to?
You just have to. It's as long as you don't do another concentration spell.
Yeah. And vicious mockery is not con. So okay, I'm going to do vicious mockery at old mate who is being attacked.
Yep, at Fred.
Yep. Actually, if I attack old mate with the thorns with the crown, does that break his enchantment?
It actually says on your subsequent turns you must use your action to maintain control over the target or the spell.
Well then, that's what I do.
That kind of solves it for us, doesn't it?
It solves it, absolutely. Yep. Cool.
So do you say anything to him to maintain that crown of madness and to encourage him to hit his friend? I
just whisper to him, "Good job, buddy. That was a really good thing. Really good move. You did a lot of. You're doing me proud." And
he's like crying, and he's like, "I'm so sorry, Fred," and hits Fred. And crits Fred. Holy shit!
Oh God! Wow. I'm glad we didn't go against these bastards.
Yeah, and then attacks again. He murders Fred. He sort of turns around. He's like, "Fred, it isn't me. I'm so sorry." And then just like caves his skull in and kind of looks down at his own hands. He's like, "What have I done?"
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Fred.
No.
That is wonderful. All the while getting just this real positive affirmation and reinforcement from me.
He's very confused. Sprig.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I know. So may I ask how Crown of Madness works? It's not like Charm Person. He has to attack something, right? So now that there's no friendly around,
he's going to attack us. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to run up here, and do I get advantage because he's still Frederick, or is it?
No.
Okay.
He's looks up at you, the jagged, thorny crown burning above his head, and he just is filled with hatred, and he's like, "You did this to me, you fey asshole. Your dirty forest magics made me kill my friend." I don't think he understands that Barnaby made him do it.
And feeling like that was a racial slur.
It was.
I get that. Yeah, I'm just like, I beg your pardon, and then just go for another primal savagery. Just a bacteria-infested. I haven't. I've been itching my butt and haven't been washed my hands properly. Sort of scrape of the nails, going for the eyes and the cheek and the jugular with my primal savagery.
Cool.
No, not very good.
11 will hit. So 7 acid damage eats away at this gentleman as he kind of screams, half in terror, half in pain, half in madness, and he's just sort of not happy about the whole ordeal. Meanwhile, okay, veterans attacking. Where's this guy? You're useless. You're useless. Okay. Oh, she's not useless. Cool. Heimdall.
Okay. So I would like to cast Locate Object. Can you just tell me if I will be able to cast? Where is it? Here we go. So what I'm honing in on here is the fact that the spell can locate specific objects known to you as long as they've been seen up close within 30 feet at least once. I want to find the Stone of Galore. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as the Stone of Galore, a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. The spell can't locate object if it's through any thickness of lead.
Yeah. Let me have a think. I don't know. I don't think you've seen the Stone of Galore, have you?
I've seen pictures. I've seen a drawing of it.
Yeah.
And I know it's a smooth stone. I know it's the name of a Stone of Galore.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite familiar with it in that term. I think it's like you kind of need to have seen it, held it, know what it feels like, that kind of thing.
But it says alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
Yeah.
And can the particular kind be the Stone of Magish that holds memories?
Give me an Arcana check as you cast this spell, because I assume you're casting it, and then I'm going to tell you what you discover.
But wouldn't it? Okay, sorry. Yeah. I would think that if it can direct you to the nearest object like that, then it's still going to be distinctly different from the Stone of Galore. It's just going to be another object that is similar.
Another stone.
Yes. Yeah. It's
maybe the
the
Stone
most
of
similar.
Rawlog. There's a whole set of them. You try and peer through the haze as you describe what you know about the Stone of Galore. And you sense the direction to the object's location, to the direction. You can definitely feel that there's sort of a pull from this object in a direction, and you can feel that it is in motion. Spoken like within, as long as you've seen up close within 30 feet. Oh yeah.
Alternatively.
Yeah. So the alternatively is the nearest object of a particular kind. Well, this item's one of a kind.
Yeah.
Certain kind of apparel. Yeah. So I don't think you get like an exact match because you don't have exact information going for you, right? But with your incredible ability to peer through the veil, you feel the object is moving and moving away from you. And let me just check my notes on which direction it's going.
Back.
So it's heading southwest.
Okay.
Very arbitrary in our world.
Well, I mean, you sense the direction to the object's location. So the object is southwest of you,
Yep.
and it is moving. It is in motion, and the direction of its movement, you feel it moving like south a bit, west a bit, south. You know, over the sort of over the 10 minutes that this spell can be in effect, you feel it moving away from you.
Okay.
But continuing in a general southwesterly motion, based around.
Do I get a distance?
I don't think you do.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think the spell gives you a distance.
Okay. So it's moving southwest.
It's within 1,000 feet of you.
Yeah.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
1,000 feet. That's 30.
And you feel.
That's 3,000 of my feet.
You feel that there's like almost something sentient kind of shielding itself from you as well.
Okay. That made my Arcana brain hurt. But okay.
Yeah. So it's like if you say to someone like, "Hey, let me see what you're holding," and they're like, "No," and you can still kind of see it in their hands. So you're getting some information, especially because you're very good at seeing what's in people's hands. But you can feel that something's trying to obscure this thing from you.
Okay. And that is going to be my move.
Okay.
Yep. Moving on.
All right.
Try to get free. No.
Oh, nah, never mind.
Yeah. No. What do you want?
I can't really talk to my boys downstairs, so I'm not gonna ask.
Okay. Cool. All right. You boys downstairs hear sort of a crash, as what sounds like a door being busted open. And yeah, Barnaby.
Which direction is the sound coming from? Sorry.
Upstairs.
Upstairs, right? But it's not this door.
That's not a door. There's sort of like a stair, and then the landing heads south.
Ah, okay. Right. So it's just generally upstairs. We've heard a noise. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Well, Barnaby is nothing if not curious, but before he goes, he's going to vicious mockery Bill and say, "Hey, way to kill your best friend, dickhead." And Bill's got to succeed on a wisdom saving. Yeah.
He's pretty beat up about it, and he fails. Roll damage for me, please.
I feel really bad about that. Actually, that's not nice. That's a low point for us. Don't listen, Harvest Snaps.
Oh. Five psychic damage.
5 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on his next attack, which is coming right now, in fact.
Thank you, Paul.
Can you just put him out of his misery, please? I feel like this dude has had such trauma.
The charm breaks, and he attacks with disadvantage on his next attack against Sprig. Swings his mace at Sprig, but just the tears welling up in his eyes. He's like, I did kill my best friend. Fred! He says, if I get out of this, I'll take care of your fiance. And then he swings his mace normally with the second attack, and also misses. He's just a blubbering mess now, old Bill. Cool. And it's Sprig's turn.
Put him out of his misery, please.
Yeah, in an attempt to, put him out of his misery, I just continue to hack at him with my nails. No. Here's AC.
His AC is 11.
No.
Oh god. Oh no, I can't. Can I? Yeah, no, it's a waste as well. Yeah, cool. Sorry.
Yeah, you guys really aren't the physically fighting type, are you?
We've got big spells, but it's going to be wasted against fucking Bill. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, actually, Sprig's got a +6 to hit. He's just being shit.
Yeah.
Okay, who are these guys doing?
Hey, I got 2 20s. Got 2 natty 20s.
Yeah, on initiative. Cool. These guys are doing their thing. Boom. Yep. All right. Unarmed strikes. I'm calculating what's happening in the room that no one sees, just because you just haven't gone in there yet. I guess
We want to. Don't worry.
Heimdall.
Okay. So I'm gonna peer around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see? Have they lost interest in? Are they looking at the door?
Yeah, they're looking at the door now. The sound of fighting. In fact, you can hear the voice of someone who yells. Who yells? Tell them to throw their swords down. Tell them to back off. And then you hear kind of a nervous man's voice saying. I will never these. I can't let you. I won't let you. You just give yourself up. And yeah, that's like in the far rooms. You can't see what's going on that way.
Okay. So I dive roll into the room.
Mm-hmm. Like, is this like Splinter Cell Solid Snake dive? Like, are you trying to be stealthy?
Nah. It's pretty outlandish. And
so this is like Tumblr's roll. This is like entrance.
Indiana Jones. It's an entrance. Yeah. I dive roll up. I hold my wizard hands to the door and say, "Fear not, Lady Garfield. Me and my companions have been sent by the Black Staff to protect you and your children."
She gives a scream as she's like obviously startled.
Yeah, that's fine. But I don't even look at her. I'm focusing directly on the door as if my attention is there and I'm not causing her any harm.
Okay.
And and I say that we've been sent by the Black Staff to protect you and your children, because we've been made aware that you're in possession of the Stone of Galore.
Okay. This is going to be a deception check because you were not sent by old mate. Yeah, and this is going to be.
I did have 2 whole rounds to think about it, though.
And this is going to be versus her insight check.
Can I have advantage?
Do you have it? It was a.
I mean, it's a surprise attack, basically.
Yeah.
So
and it's a pretty good lie. I
yeah,
like the lie. Yeah, I
it's
think that
not
sounds
like
legit.
it does.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good.
Didn't help.
All right. So she's gonna make a insight. Whoa, her insight
Oh,
is just not good enough.
in her heightened state.
Yeah, she's like panicking. Let's see if old mate trusts you though. He doesn't. He moves to like stop you, and she's like stepped back, right? As you've sort of burst in the room, and he turns around rapidly. You know, a big threat has just walked in. He sort of raises his club, about to bash you over the head, and she says, "Rabaz, don't. The black staff sent you."
That's what I said. She's been told that you are in possession of the Stone of Galore.
And
She has many sparrows.
She kind of looks a little bit frantic, and she says, "Well,
She knows. It's actually heading in a southwesterly direction. We know this."
her eyes like go wide, and she says, "These killers and thugs are here. They're trying to kill and rob us. Please help me defend my family."
That's why we're here. My friends are coming from downstairs. We're taking all entrances. You will be safe.
And she sort of steps back, sort of her back to the door, and Rabaz kind of lowers his morning star from its prime head bopping position into. He still doesn't trust you, right?
That's fine.
But he's got the order, and he kind of moves to kind of still between you and the lady, but kind of like is not threatening you overtly.
I don't look at him in the eye because I feel like that would intimidate him. This tiny gnome of all power.
Yeah.
It's
like how elephants are scared
I encourage the Lady Garfield to protect the door of her children because I know that's what she wants to hear.
Yeah.
And then with my hands raised as if I'm going to shoot fire from them, but I can't do that, but she doesn't know that. Yeah. I walk tentatively towards the door, ever watchful.
All right. So how far can you get in here? Not super far. Are you casting any spells? Are you doing anything while you're in here?
No, I'm just kind of aiming my hands at the door at the moment, assuming that... Actually, how far can I get in? So I started off...
So you're here, 25 feet is here?
Yep, okay.
But if you're not doing any actions, I'll let you get a little bit further in.
Well,
it's fine.
Could I... Yeah, sure, I'll go further. Oh, the door's closed, that's why. There we go. I'm going to stand right in the doorway because... Oh, shit.
Yep.
I close the door.
Okay. Sweet. Let's move some of this about.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
You hear on the other side of the door, Heimdall, you hear a voice yell out, "Tell tell them to put down their weapons or I'll slit your fucking throat. And you hear kind of like a nervous voice saying, "Oh, okay, like no need to be rash," and he's like, "Please, it's okay, lads. Let's just talk this out. We can talk through this. Floxen, as we can talk. We can come up with a deal." You hear movement out there. Barnaby, what are you doing?
All right, Dan. How big is this? How big is this villa? Like how tall? How high are the ceilings?
Excellent question. Why did you have to ask though? So, look, I can tell you. I know off the back of my hand.
Obviously,
I was born with this knowledge. In fact, Jesus, gonna say like 15 feet tall. 2 of me sounds about right. 2 and a bit of me. Yeah, sounds like.
So
it's not like vaulted ceilings, and they've obviously gone up to a second story.
That's pretty big. They're big ceilings. I mean, you pay extra for that in Melbourne.
Yeah. Oh, you pay extra for that in Waterdeep as well.
It's good to know that property is consistent across realms.
Hey, Evildoer, thanks for popping in.
So, how big, Dan, is a giant ape? I'm looking at the sheet and I can't actually see. Can't see how tall it is.
Yeah. Giant ape. Let's have a look, shall we? What does D&D Beyond tell us? Because it couldn't be easier with D&D Beyond.
Couldn't be easier, D&D Beyond.
Huge beast.
Doesn't have a
doesn't
height.
really say, does it?
No.
Huge beast. Height. Huge is considered to be 16 to 32 feet tall.
Okay.
So, yeah, 10 meters.
So
it's going to be
hypothetically, if I were to transform into a giant ape in the 15 feet ceilings, becoming a 32-foot ape, I would be destroying the house and all the terrain, everything else would change as well, wouldn't it? People would fall. There would be damage caused due to the fall.
I mean, people are probably upset, for sure.
Sure, people are upset when I attack the harmless Genasi couple, but I mean, Barnaby don't give no fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, no, sorry, he was hexed, and that happened.
Yeah. Trying to think. I think because you can't polymorph into a shape like that's bigger than your container, right? Because like you could trap someone in a cage, and just polymorphing doesn't bust out the cage.
It doesn't. Okay. Right.
We go polymorph small space. What happens when a thing runs out of space? Yeah, I mean, you would be super squished up in it and kind of like bent over double, I think, in great ape form. But then with that strength, you could probably try and stand up and deadlift the house, or squat rack the house. But yeah, look, I'm happy to see where this could go.
All right, cool. That's good to know because we've never done much environmental kind of damage stuff in the game.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm not drawing anything on this fucking map.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I'm a lazy DM at heart, mate.
Barnaby's going to yell out to Sprig. He's going to say, "Mate, to be honest, I'm a bit bored with this, and I don't want to hurt him emotionally or physically anymore. Please put him out of his misery." And he's going to go up the stairs.
All right, you leave me to it. Oh, that's all right.
Feel as though you're really capable of it.
Can I? Oh, why doesn't this teleport you up? That's rude. Thought I'd set it all up to be all fancy and teleport you up and upstairs, but it didn't. So we're going to move you up here. Oh. Excuse me. Hold on. Sorry, I've just got to move you out manually for some reason.
no
There we
worries.
go. So, Barnaby, you see, as you sort of climb the stairs, in the upstairs foyer, a battle is raging on between several Zentarum and house guards. The floor is strewn with dead bodies. The door to the master... Well, there's a door behind you that leads somewhere. As you kind of step forward a little bit, you can see there is a door sort of behind the guards that stands closed. And a door opposite you that stands open. Emerging out of it is a man sort of with a knife to his throat, a well-dressed looking gentleman with a knife to his throat. The well-dressed gentleman looks a little like this. And that's what his... well, I mean, the wife is what,
Fancy Jack Black.
Heimdall can see too.
That's a good
It is
one.
a bit of a fancy Jack Black, isn't it? Instantly good guy.
I'm getting some Gomez Morticia vibes as well.
Yeah, a little bit of that. You get a look at the guy with the knife to his throat, and half of his face is burnt off.
Two-Face.
Table talk real quick, guys. Do we know anyone with half a face burnt off?
Not from memory. But my memory is not something to be trusted.
Oh, wait.
Must be difficult to exist then.
At the front of our place, there was a bomb that went off, and we were chasing a burnt person.
Yes, partially burnt person. That's right.
So, yes,
Wonderful.
he had the Stone of Law. He had it. So,
But he doesn't have it now because he's...
Well, but he might know where it went.
All right, cool.
So he's emerging from this room with a knife to the gentleman's throat, telling them to lay down lay down their arms, or else their lord is just going to be another dead body.
So he's a guard. He's a guard?
So the two in front of you are dressed in all black, like the Zentarum gang, and there are 3 guards remaining in this room over near the door.
I can't see the guards.
The guy with the burnt face, is he Zentarum? Or...
there we go. Okay, so 3 guards. These guys have skulls on them, so they're dead.
Dead bodies.
Okay. And this one
is a gang member.
Gang member. All right. Fantastic. Cool. So I say to the burnt man, is there any opportunity to speak, or are we still in initiative?
You're in initiative, so I don't have any huge soliloquies, Shakespeare, but you can say a bit of stuff.
All right, cool. I am going to. All right. I'm going to run at. What's this? 5, 10,
back
15,
up to people
20.
winning.
Okay. I am going to run through.
Okay.
Grab old mate. So I might take an opportunity attack. I'll risk that.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab old mate.
One of the thugs smacks you as you go past. 17 to hit.
17's going to hit.
And you take 4 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, really? Jeez.
So her foot comes out actually and just trips you, and you eat shit on the ground. Full prone.
Damn. That's disappointing.
And so that's probably your full movement too. You still have an action.
Yep.
Am Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
Am I able to reach out and touch touch Gomez?
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Could I grab his foot?
Sure.
I grab his foot and I thunder step.
Very cool. Does Thunderstep say anything about willing creatures?
You can bring objects with you. You can teleport one willing creature of your size or smaller.
Okay. So what I want you to do is give me a...
Say to him, let this happen.
I want to... Give me a persuasion check. This is right up your alley. So as you look up into his eyes, and you waggle those eyebrows of yours as you reach out, and put your foot just like on his boot, on his shoe, lying on the floor, and pow! A crash of thunder. Where do you appear? Where are you teleporting to? Is it somewhere you can see?
Damn it! I've somehow I accidentally moved D&D Beyond to a different window instead of it being part of the tabs. How do I create a tab? Tab again.
That's all right. Whoops! I just gave it to Heimdall accidentally because I was trying to put it on your character sheet in Foundry. Delete spell.
Thunderstep.
Yeah, Thunderstep.
I can see within range.
Immediately, yeah. After you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a Constitution saving throw. Cool, and I'll count his space too. And bring objects or one person. The creature must be within 5 feet of you when you cast the spell. Yep. And yeah, so it has to be somewhere, an unoccupied space you can see within range. And the range is 90 feet.
Can I see here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'm going to take him back. Gonna go backward. Yep.
Yeah. You're still prone on the ground in the positions that you were in.
Yeah. Fair.
But I'll make all these guys make Constitution saves. 12. What's your spell save DC?
15.
So it's not going to cut it. Can you roll me the damage for the Thunderwave?
Yeah. That is a shocking roll for 3d10. I got an 8.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? That is awful.
The guard, not the one who tripped you, but the one who you were like next to when you disappeared, gets flung across the room and falls limp after crashing into a far wall. Old mate, who had a knife to this guy's throat, you see him try and like slice the throat of someone who's no longer there, and then he just sort of gets a ripple of force, like getting hit by a sound wave, crashes into him, and he doesn't like it. His insides definitely don't like it. But he turns to see where you've reappeared with a clap of thunder, and he says, "Oh, that's the last mistake you're ever going to make."
I say, well, it's very unlikely. I tend to fuck up quite frequently.
And he's like, he kind of shrugs, flips his dagger over, and goes, Sorry, let me rephrase. It's the last mistake you're going to be alive to regret.
Again, like in the next 30 seconds, I'm confident I will fuck up once more. And hearing that kind of candor, Heimdall remembers why he loves his pal Barnaby and takes inspiration dice.
Woo woo!
Does he have
I
to?
can hear him through the door.
Yeah, you can definitely hear him. Does all he have to do is hear him?
I think so. Isn't it? We've never necessarily Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Creature within 60 feet that can hear you gains inspiration.
Yeah. To Heimdall, you can hear him through the door, absolutely, and you hear sort of that witty repartee, and instantly feel buoyed by by your boy who's out there. Tell you who's not feeling buoyed though, and that's Bill, who's going to try and hit Sprig. 15 to hit for 3 damage.
Yeah.
And then again, 14 to hit for 5 damage.
Yep.
And it's your turn, Sprig.
All right. There's not much I can do here. All right. I'm gonna do something a little bit different and try and show mercy on Bill because I feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can charm him. Can I charm somebody I'm fighting?
As in a spell, or just convince them? Like
Spell.
the spell.
Spell.
You can. I believe he'll have advantage to avoid it because you're fighting him.
Mm-hmm. I would have advantage if somebody else was fighting him. And does so with advantage if you or your okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it needs 2 rolls. Well, let's try something interesting. I'm sick of primal savaging this guy. He's polite.
Okay. So he's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what do you say to him to try and convince him?
Oh, did he already make it? So I'm just like, Bill, please, can we stop this? Your friend Frank lies dead on the floor. At your own hand, please. Let's just let bygones be bygones. Leave this place. Leave this place with your life. Go back to your family. Go back to Frank's family and tell them what they've lost. Do this for Frank. Because if you don't, I'm going to poke these jabby little fingers into your eyeballs and pull them out through your mouth.
He sort of looks at you and he's like, Bud, you've always given me great advice. You're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do right by Fred. I'm gonna go marry his fiance, raise his kid as if it was my own, and tell his family. Look, tell his family what happened here today, and that he did it for them, and he I guess on his turn he's gonna go to leave.
Yay!
At least for an hour, he is charmed by you.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
I'm sure that after that hour's up, he'll realise it was the right thing to do.
Look, your charm on me lasted longer than that. Cool. Habaz, the half-orc, kind of is inching closer to the door, and he says to you, Heimdall, still keeping an eye on you, he's like, what's happening out there? Where's this team of yours? I heard an explosion.
They're out there right now. I'm just about to kick open this door and cause some shit. If you want to join, feel free. But if you would rather protect Lady Garfield, do your duty.
The gentleman who you teleported with, Barnaby, who's sort of like laying sprawled on the table that you kind of dropped him on with the thunder step. He says, and who are you? What? Thank you, but why are you in my home?
I say, I'm also Scottish. And then I say, nah, not really. I'm Barnaby. We're here to save you, Lord Garfield. We're here to save you and your family from the Xanathar. We've been sent by the Black Staff.
Does Barnaby know that play?
No, he's just really clever. Him and Heimdall, just so no.
It's residual whisper magic.
I mean, you can give me I'll allow an intelligence check.
Mm.
Maybe he heard because I was quite loud.
No. Look, I mean that's true. Actually, Barnaby actually didn't know that, so I'm just gonna say I'll take out that last part and just say we're here to save you.
Okay. Yeah.
That's true because we were both on the same page there.
Yeah. We were.
Cool. After the sort of loud explosion, the lady kind of runs to the door behind her. Heimdall, you see her pull like a ring of keys from sort of behind the breastplate. Open the door, look in, and sort of poke her head in and ask, "Are you all right? I heard an explosion. You all okay? Quick, stay down. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay." And then she kind of steps back out, closes the door, and locks it, and hides the key about her person again.
All right.
This person doing 23 7. How many attacks does she get? Oh shit. You can hear sort of fighting resuming outside the door, Heimdall. And you hear sort of a groan and a metal encased body hitting the floor. The twang of a crossbow, the sound of a crossbow bolt being caught and thrown back at someone, and then sort of a scream. And the figure who had the knife to old mate's throat, Barnaby, he sort of walks up to you, drawing this dagger is almost like a short sword, and he looks down at you and says, "During his first turn, okay." He says, "I really don't think you're going to get a chance, mate," and he's going to attack you with advantage because you're on the floor.
Oh shit!
Barnaby is going to say to him, stupid guy, I'll show you," and cutting words him.
Okay.
Come on. Yes.
So that 6 comes off his 21, which brings it down to 15, which still hits.
Oh, shit. I was seeing an 18. Oh, I was looking at damage. Fuck. All right. Yeah, no. Yeah,
It's close.
Right
Very
there.
close, though. Very close.
It was. Damn it! I need more armor. What the amount of times a 15 has hit me? I swear. Just give me. I just need one more. Yep. Fair enough. All right. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker.
You take 4 piercing damage, which is like you feel it hit you. You're like, whatever. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't know what just happened there.
Oh, I think I have you selected, so it's coming up on you. That's fine. 6, not
Didn't
going to
make
cut it. So take a further 18 poison damage.
Mm.
And then with the knife, with the blade in you, he twists it, and you're going to take a further 13 sneak attack damage.
What?
All right. So how much damage all up am I taking?
Mate.
So let's bust out the old calculator because I'm not great at maths under pressure. We got 18 plus 4 plus 13, 35 damage all up if you don't have any resistances to poison or anything like that.
Not to poison, no.
Yeah.
I am not looking great. I am not looking very good at
attack.
all. I am in trouble. That's a huge attack.
Yeah, can somebody please explain me? 1d20 plus 2, 4d6, 1d8 plus 4 plus 18?
He's prone, so there's some sort
So
of...
Yes,
so
that's what that's what it'll be. Yeah.
because he's on his butt on the ground. He's prone, so this guy has advantage. And then the blade didn't do much, but the poison did a lot. Plus, this guy's a rogue, so if he has advantage, he gets to add his sneak attack dice once per round.
He gets 7d6 poison damage.
Yes, and in fact, he pulls the sword out and then sticks it back into you because he gets 2 attacks per turn. Let's go again.
Dead. I'm actually dead.
That's an 18 to hit.
And we just had this conversation. You don't need to ask me.
Well, I thought maybe you were going to cutting words that one, but I guess you've already used your reaction, so never mind. That's 9 piercing damage, and I'm going to need another Constitution saving throw.
No, you're not. I'm dead. I'm properly dead.
Oh, the 9's enough? Sorry, I was seeing your... I haven't been... your health in Foundry hasn't been updated. Let's wipe the floor of that one. I guess he was right in that was the last mistake you were going to make.
Like proper dead?
He's unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Start rolling hit dice.
Barnaby was already prone on the ground, and now, I mean, I will allow you. Is there any comment you make, like after the first sword attack, but before the second one? Is there some kind of like, are you fucking serious? Or, is there kind of like some Barnaby, like, think carefully, these might be your final words?
Well, I just to be spiteful, Barnaby's going to say, nuts, and highlight that his last fuck up, there was another fuck up that came after the other mistake, which was perceived as being stealing this guy from him and attacking him. No, the last mistake was his final words. As a bard, a great bard, his last words being nuts. That's a failure.
Yeah. So he wins, but also loses. Which
absolutely.
Cool. Did I skip? I think I skipped Heimdall's turn. I'm so sorry. Heimdall.
Oh, yeah, my God. That would have made such a difference. Because I was just about to bust through the door.
Okay. Yeah.
So, can we...
Well, I'm not going to turn back time because I've done it now, and I'm sorry. But this is hilarious.
Okay. Well, I suppose. So I can't see what's in front of me. I'm just going to move in just to see if I can... Yeah, see, I still can't see what's in front of me. Black holes everywhere.
All right. Well, you might need to look on stream or something. But you sort of poke your head out this room. You can see 2 guards left standing. One's looking really bad. 2 corpses on the ground. A Zentarum kind of like ninja has just sort of dropped a guard, and you can hear sort of the last words of Barnaby and the taunting from Floxen coming from a room to your south.
Okay, so I suppose I'm going to target the one last. All I can really see is the last Zentaran.
Yep. I
suppose I don't know how much.
She looks pretty beat up.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm just going to. I'm going to cause fear.
Okay.
So I'll display it for you guys. Essentially, I kick the door in and be like, I yell real loud that the black staff will not tolerate this disobedience in her city of Waterdeep.
All right. So
Plus.
This person needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
They are unafraid.
They are unafraid.
And as you cast this spell and make yourself loom large, the shadows stretching through the room, you lose track of the Stone of Galore as that spell fails.
Yep. I close the door.
You only get one object interaction for free each round, I'm afraid, my friend. That door's open.
Oh, what? So I had to open it as a bonus action?
No, it's a free action, but you only get one free object interaction, free action.
What about my bonus action?
What about it? You can do something with your bonus action. Have you got a spell?
Can I close the door with a bonus action?
No.
I haven't moved. I just opened it and yelled and then closed it again.
Don't care. Or else doors would just be OP, mate. You can't be just open and closing doors. If you could open and close a door an infinite number of times per turn, imagine the crazy shit. You create unlimited power. You'd be able to
but I'm using a bonus action.
Yeah, perpetual energy.
Yeah. You're opening and closing a door instantly every 6 seconds. It's crazy. Infinite numbers of times? No. I'll let you step out of the doorway to get out of line of sight.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I haven't moved. I may as well do that.
Yep. Cool. You hear one of the veterans sort of reloading his crossbow and firing it. Actually, he drops the crossbow because he tried that last time. It didn't work very well. He draws his sword, charges in, and tries to hit this bitch. Okay. Yeah, so he's already done his thing. This guy, Barnaby.
Wait, no, me. Oh, sorry. So I thought you were saying it was his turn.
Barnaby, can you switch your rolls to blind GM roll, please, and roll me a death saving throw?
Isn't it Hans go? Sorry?
You always go before Han.
I haven't gone in forever.
Yeah, he hasn't.
No, you the start of the round 6, you convinced the guy to leave.
Yeah.
And then Barnaby got shanked.
Barnaby got shanked. Okay, yep. So that wasn't his turn, was it? That was just
Barnaby
his...
hadn't had a turn yet. Yeah. He got shanked before he had a turn. So, you know what? Because I got your order messed up, though, I will give you advantage on this first death saving throw because I'm generous and benevolent.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, man. So private GM roll.
Yep.
And I'm going to roll 2 D20.
Blind GM roll. So even you
blind GM roll. Ah. Oh, all right. That doesn't make me feel very good. But I'll do it. There you go. I rolled 2 d20s there for you.
Okay.
How'd we go?
Guess we'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Sprig, the guy you convinced to leave, is leaving.
Okay. Alright, good.
Seems to
I'm
be
gonna let him live.
Yeah, he's heading out to.
Imagine if you attacked him as he was like.
Oh yeah, get an attack of opportunity and just like try.
Finally, my claws.
Alright.
Cool. Now it's your turn, Sprig.
Yeah, sorry about that.
all right.
So I move into the room with everyone else. Actually, am I still in initiative? Do I only get 60 feet?
Yeah. You can get to the top of the stairs.
How do I move upstairs?
Let me
The
just
next.
put you at the top of the stairs. So you're up.
Thank you.
So it's just going to move you all the way up there.
Thank you.
You are now.
Upper floor, I see.
Yeah. So you've got
In the gang of.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead bodies around you as you get up.
Yeah. And so, okay, is this chick?
So this chick is some sort of gang member. These guys are in sort of the house colors, the Garfield armor.
Mm-hmm.
And
those are the guys who are on our side, right? Yeah. Which are the ones murdering? So I haven't been able to see any of this.
Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, this is Sprig coming up here for the first time, right? And you can kind of just make out a figure with sort of half a burnt face down here, standing over something, probably a sack of potatoes.
Okay. Well, and this guy. This is the husband, right? Okay. So what I'm gonna do is that was my. Can I move there? No. How far does this reach?
Well, you've spent 40 feet of movement getting up to the top of the stairs. So you've used your action to dash up there.
Oh, my whole action is used up. Okay.
Yeah, you were pretty far away from the stairs.
All right. Cool. Well, that's all I can do then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I talk to somebody or?
Sure.
No.
What do you want to do?
Okay.
Yeah.
I call out for Heimdall and Barnaby to sort of get a feeling of where they are. I can't see anyone yet. All I can see is this lady. I did get a message from Paul earlier, telling me that whose side we were going to back.
Yeah, he relayed the information from Heimdall to you, I think.
Yeah. But I just sort of call out and see if I can get a response or some instruction from the other guys.
I missed it. Sorry, I went to the bathroom. What was that?
Oh, I just reached the top.
Heimdall's just going to the toilet in the corner.
I reached the top of the stairs and call out to you guys, to see how you are, what you're doing, to get an update.
So I stick my head around the corner and go, the Zentharan are giving us a run for our money, and it sounds like Barnaby has gone down in a glorious battle, as a bard would. He basically sung when he fell over.
Okay, copy that.
Quite loud. Don't know if it was okay or if it was just hamming it up. But something sounds dire down there.
Okay. Sweet. And then there's the Garfield gang as well. Yep. So.
Yeah. You can see Spriggs from your vantage point. This sort of well-dressed fop, this well-dressed lord, kind of like putting his hands up, and be like, "Please no!" and looking down at the blood that's congealing on the floor from something you can barely see, and sort of this guy grabs him or moves forward to grab him again. Before that happens, though, the martial artist is going to make some attacks. and she just like kung fu chops, karate chops, and sort of breaks the arm of one of the guards who had rushed her with a sword. Throws maybe some darts in his neck or something for good measure, and he collapses to the floor with a thunk. Heimdall.
All right. I'm gonna shift over here.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to. Can I see Sprig? Sprig looks dead to me. Maybe he's on top of a dead person.
Yeah,
I'm on top of it.
let me
All right.
move that dead body out of the way. Yeah, cool.
Okay, cool.
So from your vantage point, Heimdall, you can see into that room. Let me describe it as you see a room beyond. There's sort of a bit of a curtain or it's sort of like a little corridor. You can see a bit of a curtain, and kind of beyond that curtain, what looks to be some kind of bathroom. So sort of like a modesty kind of curtain. Beyond that, in the door, that as far as you can kind of see, is the remains of sort of a hastily put together barricade that's been knocked out of the way. The door's obviously been kicked open. And there's a wood-paneled bed chamber with a bird cage on a far table that's been kind of knocked over. You can also feel sort of a bit of magic emanating from that room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and cause fear on old burnt face guy down here.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, boy.
So it's gonna be a 12. I assume that's not gonna cut it.
Not gonna cut it. He is afraid.
He's afraid.
He's very afraid.
It's like that scene at the end of Starship Troopers. It's afraid.
Yep.
Cool.
And now I'm gonna shift to here. I think that's
one back.
done.
There you go. You can shut that door if you want. You haven't shut any doors today.
Yeah, so I relayed a Sprig that we are sorry, I yell at the Zentarum that we, just so Sprig knows the story, that we are here from the Black Staff.
What,
that
exactly,
they're...
Yeah, what do you say? What do you yell to him? Because you're obviously still trying to convey that you told that lie, right? Like, you're not saying like, we told them we're from the Black Staff. Like, what?
No.
What
Okay, so I go, Zentarum, you're trespassing on grounds not that you're not allowed on. We have been sent by the Black Staff to protect those in the Garfield Manor, and if you don't leave now, we'll be forced to relinquish you of your lives.
Alrighty.
And then I shut the door.
Oh, you shut that door. Okay.
Yep.
Is that okay? Cool. Shut me out, bro.
Cool. All right. Cool. He's done. He looks at you. He can't move closer to you, can he?
No.
No, he cannot. He says, shit, oh my god, fuck. And he sees you, and his eyes go wide, and he sees you kind of stalking towards him, and at the sound of your voice, he seems to, the parts of him that aren't burnt black go pale, and he kind of reaches back grabs a sort of a protesting lord man here. Let's just see if he can get him in his grasp. Oh, he's at disadvantage, isn't he?
Yep, because he's in my view.
Yeah.
Oh, still, God, a 20 and a 19.
Yeah. He grabs this guy though, and sort of starts dragging him to the side of the room. You can still see, and in fact, from this vantage point, you can kind of see the makings of a teleportation circle in the room. He's not able to do anything just yet, but he seems to be dragging this guy over towards it. Barnaby, send me another death save, please.
Is there anything that I could do other than that?
No.
Would there be anything else that I can support or help you with? Anything that you'd like in exchange for, say, just a conscious character right now?
Probably not. Now, I don't know if you never gave yourself inspiration, did you?
I'm always inspired by myself, Daniel. That's one of Barnaby's core traits as a person.
And as someone who tunes in regularly to the D&D streams we do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, I'm sure you've already used up all of your special cards that give bonuses like plus D4s, advantage, etc.
Those cards. Where did I open that? Because you sent it. Where would I find that?
I'm not going to let you do it now because it's going to hold up the game while you find it. But it's
Yeah.
Stream loots. In fact, you can put a bit of the old cards in chat, so people can find out where they can get those. Look, I'm trying to give you everything I can, mate. And
you're doing a great job. And here's your blind roll.
Look, you never know. It might be really good. Might be really good rolls.
I reckon it is.
Cool. Sprig.
Okay, so taking the instruction from taking the instruction. So I could pretty much only walk to the door and open it. That'd be a whole action, wouldn't it?
No, because interacting with the door is a free action. So depending on your speed, you can get.
I got past 60 feet, but
really?
Yeah. Oh no, that might have been Han. It might have been Han.
I also don't think Han would have had 60 feet. That's very fast. I think Dowdy's got like 40 feet, and he's fast.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you do.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
No, I don't think I do. No, so it's all good. I'll find that later. But no, I don't want to do that.
You have 60. You have 60 feet of movement if you sacrifice your action to dash.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's right. If you use your whole action to move, yeah. 60 feet. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get move here and open the door.
Okay. She's going to make an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay. Well, this speaks to knowledge, is because I thought she was on our team and this guy was the bad guy.
Yeah, right. So 17 to hit for 7 bludgeoning damage, as she also sticks out a foot using the patented trip maneuver that worked so well on Barnaby. And I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I'm not very dexterous from memory. Oh, fuck.
Did Sprig not know who the Xanathar were? Because we've gone up against the Xanathar with Sprig multiple times.
Yeah, but she's behind the thing. I can't see her.
Could you not see her? Because she was right next to you.
I mean, he was he was sort of back here. You could maybe see an outline of her, but I think it is hilarious that he tried to run past and got tripped.
Yeah. And also, I don't know what she looks like unless she's got emblems on her or something. She could be either or.
But then again, I was directing my conversation directly at her. I was saying
So I thought you were directing at this guy.
Well, I would have been yelling at her, so I made the conversation going, saying that we are here to take you down and you are desecrating this land. I would say you should know that is the person we are attacking. Because I was not yelling at the other person. My whole action was to yell at that person.
Sure, I'll allow that. We'll make this a James error, not a Sprig error. But what would you change differently then?
So I would probably.
I mean, you could give her a wide berth. It's just going to cost extra movement to do so.
Yeah. So all I really want to do is get to here.
Okay.
And open the door. So I take a wide berth of her and get to there, and then I'm just going to.
You have an extra 10 feet of movement.
Actually, yes, I might actually take that 10 feet. Sorry, I'm just going to take it to there. I don't want to go all the way through. And what I'm going to do is conjure woodland beings.
Okay.
So I'm going to conjure 2 at challenge rating of 1. And I'm going to conjure 1 there and 1 there. And what am I going to? Yeah, what am I going to conjure? I'm going to conjure a dryad.
Okay.
So 2 dryads, 1 here and 1 here.
Cool. Somewhere you feel the charm spell weaken and end on old mate Bill, and just like you anticipated, he realizes the mistakes he's made in his life and the things that got him to this moment. And you know that somewhere he's exiting a kitchen and is kind of making his way through the stables to leave. Cool. You can undo that 7 bludgeoning damage you took before as well, by the way.
Okay. Can I just add it as heal?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Cool. All right, so you summon a couple of dryads. Do they? I assume they get initiatives.
Do I just roll those?
I'll roll those.
Yes, because I was about to say I'd have modifiers on that.
Cool. Do you want to describe to me? Do they have any particular look about them? I mean, this is very,
Yeah, cool. I'm all right with that. That's pretty ace.
It's a bit too sexy for my liking. Sorry, James. If Barnaby survived, I'm going to fuck you, druid.
So thinking about the dryads from the Brokilong Forest in The Witcher, they've got subtle, tattoos, but are beings of the forest that live their whole existence inside the forest and are, have a weird, a strange connection to the Fae. But they're bangable, but they'll never let you bang them.
Oh, that's what Barnaby like. I've banged a Fae princess before,
Yeah, well.
All right, weekend at Barnaby.
Seeing this sort of weird tree lady summoned in his house, Orond is kind of struggling against Floxen here, trying to break free ineffectually, and the martial artist is going to try and attack your dryad that you just summoned right next to her.
Oh no!
Oh, she's
Is that
doing
another fucking crit?
Yeah, she's killing dolls.
Nice.
She's just kung fu fighting out here.
She's done a lot of damage.
She does incredible damage.
She's like the Sardaude of their group. She just gets lots of attacks.
I miss Sardaude.
Heimdall, your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to shimmy in here, and to resuscitate somebody or revive somebody, what do you need to do? Is it a bonus action?
No, so it's an action if you want to force feed him a potion of some kind, or an action like a medicine check if you want to try and stabilize him so he's no longer making death saves, or so he's no longer bleeding out. He can continue to make death saves, and if he gets a crit, he'll be back up at 1 health. But he'll no longer be like at risk of dying. Unless he takes damage.
What,
All right, so
what do healing potions do when people are in this state?
it's like
They just give
get
you
your
health.
D whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
which means you no longer.
So Steve, I mean, Heimdall probably knows that Barnaby has a couple of healing potions in his pack, doesn't he? Doesn't Heimdall know that?
I have a potion of healing on me.
You do. That's awesome. Barnaby, Steve. Oh, sorry. Heimdall knows. He's looking at Barnaby's
Bleeding.
pack. Yeah. When it fell down there, he's like, "Oh, wait a second. Barnaby has 2 potions of greater healing."
Oh, greater healing. That's better than my healing.
And it means you don't have to spend your own shit. You know what I mean? Like double win.
Yeah. Can I rifle and administer with the one action?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right. So that's what I do. I rustle through Barnaby's backpack, find anything of worth and put it in my backpack, and then joke. So I find the great potion of greater healing, and then literally force feed the patient into Barnaby's mouth.
Okay.
Hold his nose and just like shake it in.
Yeah. Where are you tracking these healing potions? Just by the by, Molfrere?
In my D&D Beyond, because it couldn't be easier, Daniel.
Okay.
And my notes page in D&D Beyond, so I've got 2 potions of greater healing there.
Gotcha. Yeah. That's cool. Because I was just like, I was looking at your equipment in Foundry, and I'm like, you have a necrotic resistance potion? Like, what the fuck? And then I was like,
I've got that in there. Yeah.
I was like,
Still got a potion of climbing and potion of water breathing as well. Yeah.
Yeah, potions.
I've also got 2 healer kits. Kit has 10 uses, and actually you can spend 1 to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points. Oh, well, okay.
Bro, should I just use that?
Probably should have. Hey, well, now we know.
Okay.
Dan, what was that roll? I had it on blind GM roll. Still,
Oh, yeah,
so
let me
I don't
reveal
know.
that. 13 health.
Dude, that's huge.
It's okay.
You're not dead.
I'm not dead.
Is that 13 from 0?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
And
and
then-
is that my whole action, like, or is that a bonus action?
That's an
Because
action.
it's like good Samaritan action.
No. Rogues get to use items as a bonus action. It takes longer for you because you're not as dexterous. You're not good at opening bottles easily. You gotta you spend some time doing it.
But I'm like twice. I'm already at his head height when I get to him. Like I don't even
need a rifle. Like you pull out a potion, you're like, potion of necrotic resistance. Fuck. Put it back in. You pull out another potion. You're like, potion of climbing. And you put it back in. Then you pull another one out. You're like, damn, it's the same potion of necrotic resistance. Why didn't I take this out of the bag before I searched for more? Damn it.
Yeah.
In my haste, I would have just been pulling all the shit out of the bag. Yep. Until I saw potion of healing.
Yeah.
I know it's in here somewhere, and he won't mind. I'm saving his life.
But yeah, that takes your full action to do.
Okay. Bonus action. I equipped my wand of magic missile.
Okay. Cool.
And I point it towards the burnt face man and say, "You are the one who had the stone of Galore. You stole the stone of Galore from our dwarven friend, our red-haired dwarven friend out the front of our tavern after an explosion. How you ripped that burning face of yours. Where is it?" And by the way, he's scared shitless of me.
Yeah, so give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Can I get like triple advantage or something? Because he's scared shitless of me already.
This tiny little thing. He's scared. Tiny little...
Oh man, I love this spell. Intimidation?
Yeah.
Advantage.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Let's see how he fares. I'll give him disadvantage on his charisma save here to kind of hold face against you, right? Yeah.
Ooh, is that a
Either
one?
way.
Oh
Either
yeah,
way.
he pisses himself. And says he drops Lord Garfield, and he's kind of shaking. He falls to his knees, and he says, "Please, my lord, I was about to steal it, but the machine took it. The machine let off a fireball and took it."
Yeah.
Yeah. Still got to find this automaton.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with that. All right. Well, thank you very much. You
Where
can.
did the...
Yeah, Sprig. Yell from my shoulder.
Oh, no, it's not my turn. Oh, wait.
Well, I mean. Okay. He's not going anywhere, so I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Here we go. These guys can't do shit. These guards are useless. They should send them back. Barnaby, you are conscious on, what was it? 13
13 health.
13 health. Yep.
You,
Yes.
you look around the room. You see, obviously, a Heimdall your pack lies decimated, strewn across the room. Heimdall kneeling there over you, a sort of sexy dryad there holding a sort of a branch, ready to clobber a burnt-faced man who's sort of kneeling in a pool of his own terribleness, sort of cowering at the stature of Heimdall. You catch all this sort of in a moment as your eyes open. Yeah.
Oh, so, are we still fighting these guys?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we need to? Do we still need to bust our way through?
We may as well take out.
Well, this chick's done enough damage.
We don't know. No. So we're probably going to support the Garfields.
Okay. Okay, I'm just tossing up if I need to spell and am I gonna Alright.
That being said, is the burnt face guy? I thought he was as a Garfield, not a Zenithar.
No. Well,
Because we
hold on.
traced burnt face guy back to the Garfield residence, and
He was here. Yeah.
Yeah, but that means he came back here with what we thought was Stone of Claw.
If with your spell save, if he gets attacked, does that break his hypnosis or whatever
No.
it is?
That reminds me, he does get to try and
Oh yeah,
save against this.
I don't believe so.
But no, he's still well within your grasp.
Doesn't quite manage it. Cool. All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and.
Well, he physically can't move closer to you right now, or he can't move closer to Heimdall. So I'm willing to let us kind of drop out of initiative at this point, and get into the playing of the roles, the role play.
Okay.
As Barnaby kind of gets back up.
Right. Well, then he's going to get back up and like, walk over a bit closer and say, "I told you I would live to fuck up another day. Now tell me what you mean. Who has the stone?"
He says, "Why don't you ask that bitch, Garfield? She sent 2 to do the job. I had it under control." And he kind of is, he's looking at you like talking, but then occasionally like his eyes dart over to Heimdall, and he kind of like shies away when Heimdall like looks at him. So he looks back at you, Barnaby, and and says, he says that they paid me to steal it.
Who's they?
And Lord Garfield says, well, I think that's enough, gentlemen. We thank you for your assistance, but I think we have it under control from here. As you hear, it's like, someone dying in the room outside.
A charm person on Garfield.
Okay. He's got a
So
wisdom
he
save.
needs them. Correct.
He says to you, like, okay, but my wife can't know that I helped you with your investigation.
Sure. Go through and tell her.
And he seems to sort of physically relax. Like you think like he was less scared of this burnt face man than he is of his wife.
Yeah, so am I. I'm more afraid of his wife. His wife is a badass.
Yeah.
He says, so Floxen, the burnt face man, says, oh yeah, she sent something else to also steal it. And Garfield says, yes, my wife was frustrated that the Zents had been so far unable to secure the artifact. She gave a necklace of fireballs to her mechanical servant and sent it out to help retrieve the stone.
This necklace of fireballs, and I produced the necklace of fireballs.
He says, yeah, that's the one.
Go on.
The machine, the automaton, was clearly careless and caught the Zents in the fireball by mistake.
Never send a machine to do a man's work.
And Floxen's like, yeah, you sent a man to do the work. Why did you also send a machine? I had it. It was in my fingers. It was in my grasp.
So just to be clear, we're talking about the Stone of Galore here.
Yep.
Yes. They both say to you.
Wonderful. So who has the stone now? It's the automaton.
Correct.
And any idea where he has gone with it?
They both kind of look at you. They look to each other and kind of look at you all a bit blankly. And Floxen says, sort of in a shaky voice, he says, it says to Garfield, you know who I work for, and they're not going to be happy. You fucked us over.
Yeah. Who do you work for? You're with the Xanathar.
He laughs at you and says, the Xanathar is a 2-bit crook.
Xantharan?
The Zentarum.
The question.
Xantharan. Sorry, yes. Xantharan.
The Zentarum, the Black Network, has been around for hundreds of years. The Xanathar is just a blip in the crime scene of Waterdeep. My master is older and more powerful than everyone but maybe him. And he kind of gestures to Heimdall because he's still kind of scared.
Okay, all right. So the Xantarum is the Black Network. Have we had run-ins with the Black Network?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. They operate in the sewers.
That was the Xanathar, wasn't it?
No, it's Zentarum.
Who the fuck is the Xanathar then?
I don't know, honestly. I've probably been just mispronouncing it, but I remember the.
No, the Xanathar stay in the sewers.
The Xanathar mostly are in the sewers, yeah.
So this is the first time that we're hearing about the Xantarum.
You've
But what-
probably heard them, but I think it's hilarious if in character you were getting them confused because you're from out of town.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there's
yeah. I
the
think
Xanathar
we- yeah.
Guild and the Zentarum.
Which one's got the round circle with the spikes coming off the side?
The Xanathar.
Yeah. Okay. So they're the ones in the
And the Zentarum, we're all black.
right. So does the guy in with the burnt face? Is he wearing all black?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, even more so because some of it's burnt.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Why? Okay. So Zentara, who is Floxen? Who's your boss? What's his name?
He says, "I would die before I tell you."
Of course you would.
I
Garfield.
intimidate that out of him?
What's his boss's name? Garfield.
He says, "We only dealt with Floxen. We knew he was an agent for the Zentarum."
Damn it, Garfield! You need to go above. Okay, if you're working with someone, you need to know who their boss is.
Can I intimidate him to reveal the answer?
You can try.
Intimidation
Mhm.
with advantage because he's feared.
Yeah, sure.
Oh Jesus! Are you kidding? That's unreal.
Yeah,
That's funny.
what are the odds? Tiny, just like you.
Yep. And what's his? What's his
he- oh wait,
Does
hold on.
roll or
Yeah. Let's have a look.
with disadvantage?
All right. So he looks you in the eye, and says, "I would never." He's like at this point, when he kind of got super scared, he dropped his sword to the ground and stuff. He looks up at you and says, "Do what you will to me. Whilst I fear you, there is someone I fear much more."
All right, the big bad.
The big bad.
He's been around for hundreds of years. He knows unknowable magics.
Oh
And,
God! It's not Kavakaros, is it?
Yeah.
that relic, that ancient relic, no. My employer is from a time before Kavakaros.
It's not Tarnaby, is it?
No.
Oh my God! It's fucking Tarnaby.
Who are we working for? The sus chick?
Sus.
Barnaby, who's your maiden who's time traveling with us?
Oh my God! You need to stop distrusting her. Seriously.
What's her name?
He's also said that it's a he.
Tell
So,
me her
yeah.
name.
Mara. Her name is Mara.
Mara. Is it Mara?
He says, my my boss would not only tear out my tongue, but teleport me
It's not
to teleport parts of my body to other planes of existence just for uttering a syllable of his name.
Sounds like Mara.
He's saying it's a he. Okay, Mara is very heteronormative. You know, I mean, she doesn't believe in swapping around gender roles. Unfortunately, she's not progressive, so she wouldn't have changed.
Not sold.
All right, cool. Well, we need to find old mate automaton. We've got the thing,
Yep.
the nimble locator. So,
Mhm.
I mean, we could just walk around the street, just
Yep.
with that on.
As you are saying this, a booming voice comes out through the walls, and you hear from outside, as if projected by some kind of illusory magic. This is Barnabas Blastwind of the City Watch. You are surrounded. Lay down your arms. We're coming in. And, yeah. What do you do?
I hope that we can have a long rest in prison.
All right.
I wouldn't mind getting some sort of reward for saving these.
I assume you're having this conversation in front of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
What's this teleporty circle thing do?
You ask him.
Yep.
He says, my master put this together so that he could communicate with me, and that I could get around the city.
And who answered that question?
Floxen, the bird face man.
Yeah. Okay.
You've seen its like before, right? Like this is your jam.
It is. So, do I do an Arcana check or something? Can I detect magic?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
Just a little 23.
I mean, it's not a great roll, is it?
You wrote that spell.
Yeah. This is based on spells like teleportation spells you actually remember learning, right? Like back in the day. In fact, when you say like, oh, I practically wrote that spell, like, yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I remember. I understand a lot of this. That's been added to. Like, there's some interesting flourishes here that I don't know if I would have done this. But yeah, like you understand that this ties this location to another location. That there is a you could theoretically, if you knew the the command word or whatever, and the understanding of it, you could teleport to somewhere, and this connects to another place.
Awesome. Can I force that word out of Fluxum?
You could try.
Do I need to keep rolling intimidation checks every time?
I'm just trying to think. Eight.
So do we? Yeah. Can we? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go.
So he sort of looking up at you, pulls a vial out of his belt, and says,
He's going to kill himself. Can I stop him from doing that?
Are you going to lunge forward?
Yes.
Okay. So we end with tonight's session with Heimdall lunging forward as this guy tries to pull out some kind of potion or vial of something, and as he pops the cork on it, and time seems to slow down as he sort of raises it to his lips, and that's where we end for this week.
That was good.
Wonderful. Well,
I'm keen to see if we can escape the constabulary by forcing, going through this portal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Worst case scenario, I'll just pocket something on him and try and locate object later on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go through the portal.
Yeah. Portal sounds
I
good.
like portal. Yeah, we don't nearly go through enough portals.
True, but we also
What was the last portal you went through, Barnaby?
So we got
Yeah,
enough.
Fantasy Costco was the last portal I went through, I reckon.
I think we got our portal quota in the freaking Pyramid of Shadows.
Oh, that's true. We had a couple of portals in the pyramid, didn't we?
Yeah, just a couple of cheeky portals.
Don't mind cheeky portal. Thank you, Heimdall, for saving my life. How was I going on my saves, Dan? Was I close to death, or did I?
Is it better if you don't know how close you were to death?
No, it's not.
Just tell him that he was near death.
I mean, you felt the presence of the Raven Queen. You know, one of her ravens rest on your shoulder at one point. Just barely a touch. You wake up, you pull a raven feather out of your waistcoat. You're like,
probably felt one raven or two ravens on me.
you'll have to ask Odin.
Couldn't have felt three. Three, I'd be with the queen. It's got to be one or two. Yeah, right. Very good. Well, we made it. We made it, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yep.
In dire need of a long rest, I'll tell you that for free. I have almost no spells at all, and very little health.
Learn to take short rests, boys. It's like, I guess it's.
We're taking short rests, but they
That's
don't fill your spell slots. We haven't had a long rest all year. In 2021, we haven't had a long rest.
All right.
Is that true?
We had a long rest. No, we hadn't, because our long rest was in the cave.
Really?
We just
you had a long rest before the fireball went off.
yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, true.
I think that was the last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
We rested at home.
Then we had the
fight the
sewers. Then we had it.
Fought some
Then we-
crocodiles.
And we've been running around. We must have. Did we have a long rest
No, I think that was
when you went back
sure.
to the house with the automaton?
No, I think you had a couple.
No,
of
we've
short
had
rests.
some short rests. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look, I am proud of you. You are getting better. It's not like the meme I assume you saw me post it the other day, Paul.
Yes.
Fight,
Yeah,
long rest,
yeah.
fight, long rest, redemption, long rest.
Redemption, absolutely. That's a good formula, Daniel. That's how it should be. Yeah.
Cool. So I hope you lads enjoyed it, and in theory, we should be able to play next week if you're still available. Week after, I actually just booked flights to Perth for the week after. So
Luckily, we're playing by the internet.
Yes, but I'll be on the road, so we'll see. We'll see about that one.
Jokes. Thank you very much.
We
That was
should
good.
do a face-to-face game sometime soon as well.
Yeah. Make a day of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I missed the good old-fashioned 7-hour sessions and all that.
all the beers that go with it. Yeah.
Oh, look, I mean, the beers aren't negative, are they? I mean,
And also because we have the giant D20 for your death saves, it adds like a different. It's a different spin, right? Like not knowing what your death saves are, I think ratchets up the tension, but also throwing your death saves out in the open while listening to that song of Paul Walker dying.
Absolutely.
Also
Yeah.
has its own charm.
It does. And we haven't actually done the board game session in like 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what that's like, how that goes again, actually. Just for comparison's sake.
Yeah. Cool. All right, I'm going to end the stream there and end that video there where I can go back and look at it and remember what cliffhanger I ended it on. So that's awesome. Thank you, lads, for making it a lovely D&D game.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing it back.
Thank you, man. Thanks, lads. All right, we'll catch you soon. Thanks,
See you guys.
Harvest.
Enjoy.
Ciao.